put my headphones on. Oh, jeez. So, hold on a second. Sorry. So, I get my headphones on. Quick. Alright. Okay. There we go. Now you guys should be able to hear me. I've only been live for a little bit, so it'll be nice to have everybody in here. Once I do, I'm gonna make myself a coffee drink. So right now, I know that I have to get up in a little while, but this coffee drink actually does help me a bit. So I'm gonna do that and move this around. I'm Kristina Lundell, or Kristina Newman. I am a severe gastroparesis, osteoporosis, and more warrior. I'll just put it that way. I'm wearing a shirt that says, "Proud to be a tubie." I actually have a J tube, and I have a G tube, and I have a gastric stimulator. I'm 88 pounds currently. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make what I call it my famous coffee drink now. Because I watched somebody else on YouTube make it. And so that's what I'm doing is figured, well, let's try to make it. Come on, you want this one. Okay. So that just says ice is full. Okay, we're good on that. Hello. Okay, so I can still use the same jar I was using last night anyway. So this is what you're gonna want. I'm just gonna let you guys know. It's not dirty really. Just used it. And then you're gonna want a smaller mason jar. So I want to show you guys that. Put this right here. There. Okay, and move this into here. Alright, so don't touch that oil. I know that my husband told me don't. So I was like, okay. Alright, okay, I'm just trying to figure out which creamer I want to use. I'm thinking I'm going to use this. Thank you for the like. Hello. I'm thinking the French vanilla. How are you? Welcome in. I'm making myself a coffee drink. You have to actually use an ice cube. You put a couple ice cubes in this. I have gastroparesis, severe, but I wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm doing right now because I can't get to sleep. I took my nighttime meds, and so I'm like, well, I'm working the pull, trying to figure out how to get to sleep. So, and this actually helps me. This coffee drink does help me. I'm going to put a little. For me, I have to put Miralax in it, but I'll show you what you can do too. So any instant coffee will work, but I choose Starbucks Premium Instinct Bold and Chocolatey Dark Roast. That's what I use. So I'm just going to put that right here. No, you can't see it. It's okay. And then what you're going to need. So in the little jar, the little mason jar, because you got a bigger one. And I got my straw in there. You're going to want to put about, I'm just going to open that off. Okay, so you're going to want to have about 2 tablespoons, maybe. I'd say if you don't want it too sweet, 1.5 tablespoons. So 1.5. So I do 1.5 of granulated sugar, tablespoons, if not 2, if you really want to go for that. Now the instant coffee, this is what I do. You take 2 tablespoons. Level it out. Welcome in. Thank you for those that are coming in. I appreciate it. So 2. Alright, got that. And then you want ice cubes. We have an ice maker as well, but the thing is I use these ice cubes for this part. And then I'm gonna fill this up. Oops. some more water. But I always use the bigger ice cube tray for the ice cubes to put into the small mason jar. When it comes to the big mason jar, or if I use a different vessel, then it all depends. So right now I've got 3 ice cubes, and what you're going to want to do now is you take one of your coffee mugs, because you're going to want to heat up about 3 tablespoons of water. So I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of water. So 1, 2, and 3. So I got 3 tablespoons of water. But I'm actually going to add just a wee bit more. So 3 tablespoons of water, but if I want a little more foam, I add about 1.5 more. So 1 and about a half there. Yeah, that's about how much I do. And then you want to put this in the microwave for at least until it's boiling. So you want boiling water to go into this cup with the ice, sugar, coffee mixture. I'm going to also add Relax for me, but that's me because I have to because of my illness. But, microwave time. I always press 3. Don't ask me why I do. I always do. And I do have, at 10:30 this morning, I have a caregiver coming. It's now Tuesday. It was Monday. And I was just watching, what is she, like, something mortician. What's I'm watching on YouTube right now on the TV. I've been watching her. So I'm just empty. My G2 needs to be empty just a little, so it's empty now. Alright. So then I gotta clip this. Since it's not like going right into the bag, I've gotta go like this, and then I unplug, and then I hold it up like that, and it just kind of goes its way down with the gravity of, air. And then I undo that. Now, click on this. Oh, it's a boiling. So then I add this. Relax. Just gonna add 1. And then you add your cover. And you're gonna shake this for at least 2 minutes. Okay. And I gotta go get some more ice for the other part. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Shake it. I'm gonna go like this and grab the ice. That. Alright, now I got, ouch, sorry about that, ouchie. Now I gotta shake this. Okay, and trust me, it still works. I just kind of forgot that I had to put the ice in my mason jar. So, I'm just gonna shake this, and the more you shake it, and I'm very weak, so it kind of gets to me a little bit. And as much as you're shaking it, it's going to turn into like a foam. Like a cold foam is what it's basically going to do. And once you don't hear anything anymore, that's when you want to stop shaking it. It's about 2 minutes. You can hear my rings up against it right now. So let's see. It's a workout too. Like, if you really need to, like, get some arm strength, you're sitting there just shake and shake, 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 shake. I know you hear my DNR bracelet, but I'm sitting here going, you hear it's kind of like, it's like whippy? Yeah, it's almost there. Almost done. And then what I do is then you add your creamer to it. So, it's basically, it's already done. Once you put it in here, then you put this. So it's basically like an ice cold foam coffee. For me, it's got lactose. I'm lactose intolerant, so I have lactose free. This is Nature's Touch French Vanilla non-dairy creamer. Okay, done. I can't do this no more. My arms are really, it hurts. Okay, so pour it in. And then you pour in your creamer. That one's done. Okay. And there you go. This is what it looks like when you're all done. And then you stir it. And you have a frothy, very good after you shake a minute. So you have a really good frothy, creamy iced coffee. I have to put Miralax with it when I'm shaking it. So for me, it's good for me. Right now I'm hooked up, as you can tell. I'm just trying to, and this is going to help me sleep. So for me it will. Not everybody can handle, this. It doesn't always work for them. But for some reason it does for me. I did take a long nap today actually, because I didn't sleep at all last night. So I had a really big issue with sleeping last night. So this is probably going to help me. Got my cane. And my husband right now, we have my wheelchair in the car. So tomorrow when my caregiver gets here at 10:30, or today technically, because it's 1:10 in the morning. I'm new here. What happened? Tell me, please. Okay. Well, my name is Kristina Lindell, or Kristina Newman, my married name. And I have severe gastroparesis and severe osteoporosis. I have a J tube to get fed, and I have a G tube to let out stomach contents. And underneath this, I have a gastric stimulator to help me not have nausea and vomiting. So, and cheers. Sorry, I'm enjoying it way too much. I have autism and ADHD too. Oh my gosh, this tastes good. Seriously, if you ever want the recipe again, just watch my video. Because of how I do it, I use Starbucks instant coffee. So you can do it with any instant coffee. I just gotta put this. And my shirt says, proud to be a Tubi. Gastroparesis Warrior. Is actually what the shirt says. I got it on Amazon. Alright, sorry guys, you're gonna see my lovely feeding arrangement here while I try to get back to the living room. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe and like. Please, and thank you. Turn off that. Okay, I'm gonna get back in the living room. I'm really tired though. That's all, when you shake that, when you have to shake that mason jar, it takes a lot out of you. But this is gonna help me sleep. So I have my Miralax in it because it'll also help me have a bowel movement because of my severe disease. So, cheers. This is my frothy coffee that I make. It is so yummy. You see that? You see all that foam? Oh, it's so good. Now, technically gas is not good for gastroparesis. So, like, using a straw. Gastroparesis means partial to complete paralysis of the stomach, by the way. In case you were wondering. That's what gastroparesis means, partial to complete paralysis of the stomach. So that's why I have a G tube. That trigger warning. I'm keeping this way so you don't have to see my actual stomach contents, but they come out here. This is my feeding tube pump. It's a Kangaroo Omni pump. What I can do is Oh, well, blessed be to you, and love and light to you from my heart to yours. Thanks. Um, stage 2. My best friend actually had stage 4B ovarian, and that is why I have this. Um, the white represents me for osteoporosis, the teal for her. So my heart goes out to you. I understand what cancer can do, and she's doing good now. I fully believe in the power of faith, or whatever you believe in, as long as it's love. As long as you love, that's all I care about. Be kind, that's all I care. I may be of a different faith. Maybe this kind of helps. I've been this way since I was little, though. But I am loving. So my heart goes up to you, dear. You don't need to be sorry. Trust me, hon. You don't need to be sorry. I don't, to my knowledge, have cancer at all right now. We're doing a lot of stuff right now because I was having bladder issues, and basically I had a urologist appointment. Technically yesterday, I'm still awake because it's, like I said, 1 after something. It's like 10 is it? It's 1:15 in the morning. And I went to the urology appointment yesterday. He's like, well, we can either have you straight cath, at home, send you home with a catheter in, and live with it, and you have to come back in and get it replaced. I'm like, and he's like, or you can do it by yourself. You just, every time you have to go, you do it by yourself and have to keep time. And I looked at him, and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I looked at my husband, and I'm just like, I'll wait. I'm like, because if I'm still being able to go, I have incontinence as well, but now I'm having some not where I can't. So maybe you understand, like, when your body just says, well, obviously you understand. What am I saying? You know pain. When you know pain, you know pain. My bladder wasn't letting me avoid at all. Like, I had to go by ambulance on, not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before that, so a week ago. And I couldn't go to save my life, and so they had to catheterize me, and I had to go home with a catheter and a Foley bag, so I had like 2 Foley bags plus this. So I just felt like hell on earth. And yes, I hate hospitals too, dear. I've had over 28 surgeries, so I know that, and for you it's totally different. I mean, I've never had cancer, but I can tell you and know what it's like to have an incurable disease, because gastroparesis is not curable. And I do have a DNR. Yeah. So, at 37, almost 38 years old. So I understand mortality, having to think about it. Right. And well, I know that's life of all of us. Correct, you are. Thank you for coming in my live, by the way. Thank you. I really do hope you subscribe, because I'm really enjoying you being in here. Thank you. But no, I really think that all of us that are going through chronic I think that, all of us that are going through chronic illness, invisible illness, mental illness, because that's one of the biggest invisible illnesses on the planet. Thankfully, I can say I don't suffer from suicidal ideation anymore, because I had a stroke and it changed my brain. That's a silver lining. But I do still know what it was like, in a way. Like, I don't feel those feelings anymore. So I know what it's like to suffer mentally, not just physically. I do have complex PTSD and PTSD. That came from almost being unalived by other people in 2021, and that's where the stroke came from, because my heart coded 3 to 4 times. I woke from life support on my own birthday. The first person I saw was my sister Laura, right next to me. And to this day, do I really know exactly what happened to me? No, but there were cigarette burns found on me. Blood was pooling. I don't know what happened to me, though. So, I never really got justice either. First, let's not think of that. I know it's hard, but people around you love you. Okay, thank you. You're right. I know. I do try to focus on positivity, but that's why I advocate as well, because I want people to know that it's okay to talk about, whatever you're scared of, or that whatever has caused you fear. Also, the monarch. I wanted to share to you about that, because no matter what cancer you have, I want to tell you you're a badass. Okay, you can do this and you can beat it. And even though sometimes people can't beat it themselves, they really do beat cancer's ass, because you know what? As long as you keep surviving and keep that smile, you're winning. Okay? So always remember that. My godmother, before she passed from breast cancer that metastasized into bone cancer, she told me that, it's just a bump in the road. It's just a bump in the road. So, love and light to you, girl. But like I was going to say is, when I found out that my best friend had cancer, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I just remember I was already going through something, but she was going through that. So it was like, I had an NJ tube. She's going to chemo. I'm there with her. I'm happy. I'm like, I'm there for her. And I put me behind. I wanted to be there to help her. And so now that she's in remission, she's on a chemo pill still. Her cancer marker is at 5. So they said that's pretty normal for her right now. They said that her kidney function looked a little funky, so they told her that she needs to drink more water or something to kind of help her kidneys a bit more. But the thing is the human body is miraculous. And what I want to say about that is, by all means, she shouldn't be, from what she had, by all means, she should not have been able to do what she did. And I fully believe that the amount of support you give someone, I fully believe this. The amount of support you give someone, not just by commenting or being in their, just liking someone's comment. I'm not saying social media here. I'm talking just in life. Sometimes just sitting with that person is the best thing you can do. Sometimes the silence is louder and more beautiful. When you can just sit with somebody and let them be them, let them vent, let them cry when they need to cry, let them be them. Don't. Thank you for the likes. I saw that. I keep beating my chest going. My dad passed away from sickness. The doctor put something in him. My family said, yes. Yeah, I've had, yeah, my like I said, my best friend, basically almost the same thing. If she wouldn't have went to a different hospital, she would not be here. They told her it was just cysts. Put it that way. And then they found out that it was the size of a grapefruit-sized tumor inside of her uterus and more. I'm like... And yes, going after the hospital, of course, yes. And I could too, same hospital. Yeah, I could, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. No one should ever go through that. No one should ever have to go through the gaslighting. No one should ever go through the negligence. It's going to happen. I mean, life's not perfect, but no one should ever have to. No one. I don't care. I gotta show you this, okay? Look at how frothy that is. Okay, maybe if I go like this is better. Okay. Look at that. It is so yummy. This is so addicting. I don't care. I just don't care. It's addicting. Did you guys just see that? I swear to God and guys, I just saw an orb. Okay, so this is coffee with Miralax in it, but it's the cold foam coffee that I found. There's a man on YouTube right now. He says like, I'm 40 years old and and I just learned about what, and then he did it, and I'm like, I gotta try it, and I tried it. Oh, it's so good. And if you watch my live from the beginning after this is done, I can show you. It shows you how I made it. I can tell you as well if you'd like to know. Comment down. And if you'd like to... Okay. So, Alan, how old are you? Wait, what is that? It's coffee. With Miralax. I have to have Miralax, so, because I have severe gastroparesis, and stuff. So, constipation issues and stuff. Paralysis of the stomach. That's me. But it's, you take instant coffee. I'll just tell you what I have in it, alright? You take a bigger, like this, you fill it about up to here with ice, and you take a smaller mason jar, you put about 3 or 4 large size ice cubes in there, 2 tablespoons of your favorite instant coffee, 2 tablespoons or 2.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar, depending on your preference. And then I add Miralax, about 17.5 grams. And then you take 3.5 tablespoons of water. Put that in a coffee mug. Put that in the microwave. Then you microwave it until it starts boiling. Then you pour that into your smaller mason jar and you shake it as hard as you can for about almost 2 minutes if you can. My arms hurt doing it, but I love how it tastes. And then you pour it right onto the ice, and then you take your favorite creamer and pour it right on top. And then you mix it. Yeah, you're raring to go. Are you saying can't or can? You're 22? I'm 37, gonna be 38. You're just 22? Oh, I'm not gonna call you a baby, but can't. Okay. So yeah. So you have different things than I do, though, obviously, you know, and my heart goes out to you. I really wish we all didn't have some stupid shit like this. I mean, like, this is asinine sometimes. Having one of these, I'll tell you what, hope you don't have one, but I will tell you that I'm getting a lower profile again, because they were back ordered, so when I got my replacement, they had to give me back a damn dangler, and I was like, yay, thanks. Thank you for the likes, I saw that. But my G tube, they're gonna obviously be being replacing soon. Because no one told me I forgot to there we go. No one had told me. But yeah, this is my G tube. What do you do for a living? Survive. What do I do for a living? Well, I survive. I don't do anything else. Trust me, I don't have a page either. No, not like that. I thought about it, and I was like, nope, not about that. I didn't really know what they were until someone helped me understand that, you know, if you don't want to have people that could obviously sometimes maybe accidentally, like, be not very nice to you or it could be dangerous. No, not about that. I have gastroparesis, which is complete paralysis of the stomach. Partial to complete. I'm a pagan. I am actually a psychic medium. I just don't do it for anybody. I don't do it online. I don't know. But I am. I very much am a pagan. Very much. Got my sage over here. But yeah. Right now, we just moved here, by the way. If you're all wondering why it's like this, it's because we just moved here, so we're still decorating. This needs to be put away. Don't give me no shame. I understand. We live in Wisconsin, okay? Y'all can't tell me that if you have a Christmas tree that you've accidentally not had it up for way too long. I mean, I know it's well into March, but Wisconsin, USA. That's where I live, dear. That's where I live. And I live with my husband. We've been married. Well, we've loved each other for a very long time, but we've been married since last year, June 13th, a Friday the 13th. Yes, sir, bop, we did. And yes, I do this medicinally. And no, not yet do they have the full version of medical marijuana. Do they have it legalized yet for Wisconsin? Every state around us is. But eventually Wisconsin will be. We can use THCA, THCP, as long as it's less than 3% THC or Delta 9, whatever, yeah, they let you. What about children? I have one daughter. She is going to be 17 this year. Thank you. It's kind of weird, though, that, having this and my husband is older than me. By a lot. Not a lot, but a lot. I come from one of the individuals that no, I didn't have a affinity for someone older than me. It just kind of happened that way. I dated an older man a couple times before in my life, but not older as in like, oh my gosh. But yes, he is 22 years older than me. I was 22 when I met him, so he was 45 when I met him. He's 59 now. He'll be 60 this year, and I'll be 38. But if you look back in the olden times, it ain't that bad. No judgments. I've had people do that, so I get scared when I tell people the age difference. I shouldn't, but my autism and ADHD go, somebody's gonna say something, and I have to remember that some people, everyone's entitled to what they believe. It's just, I just don't want people sitting there going, well, rob the cradle. No. That's not how it worked. I fell in love with him first, which is kind of funny. Actually, we kind of fell in love with each other at the same time. I'm a singer, songwriter. And I have been singing and songwriting since I could talk. But I sing mostly karaoke right now because of my health. Aw, well, congratulations. Congratulations to you, Alan. Chris Santos. And if you'd like to, you can just remember, if you'd like to, you can join. Maybe a monthly subscription plan. I actually don't have anybody that has joined yet. I'm still trying to earn that way. You can subscribe though for free, obviously. Because of my gastroparesis, you can call me Angel. Okay, Angel. I didn't know if, okay, can I ask a question? Because I'm getting kind of, like, confused about if you're a man or a woman. I'm having a feeling that you're a woman now. Okay, thank you. I had a feeling you were a woman, but that's why I was like, because the way I was reading your comments, but then I was reading your name, and I'm like, but yeah, my brain, as I said, it trails. Oh. Ooh. Thankfully, I wear Depends. My husband's going to the restroom. I was like, who's up? I'm like, oh, it's my husband. Yeah, he knows that, like, when things get like this. Parents just call me that when I was born. It's okay. Oh, okay. See, I have a nickname, and it starts with a B, and it goes Ner. That my family calls me. And that's a lovingly endearing name, and my mom did not realize that it can be derogatory-ish. I didn't know either, did my siblings. It was a, it was a honest. She didn't. No, I didn't think about it. Nobody thought about it. And it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I love my nickname. But now my sister, one of my sisters calls me Critter. My artist's name is Kristina Lundell. So when I sing, it's Kristina Lundell. That's my artist name. Or performer. And then my married name is Kristina Newman. Does my family live with you? Yes. Of course they do. My husband just went to the restroom. What? Anyway, I live with my husband and stuff, yes. My service support dog, he's in the bedroom too. I almost forgot about my doggy. His name's Bubba. And, yeah, so, and yes, I said family. I am a mom. Some things I just don't talk about because it's YouTube and I keep certain things private. That's just how I am. But yes, my daughter will be 17 this year. I had her when I was 21. Out of school and out of college. Well, actually, no, I wasn't in college. I had her prior to that. Hopefully this Miralax will help. Then I gotta get up, I'm gonna go with the caregiver today. Technically today. I feel like tomorrow, because when I go to bed, then I'll get up. I noticed though last night when I stayed, not last night, night before. No, that was last night. That when I stayed up all night, at least when I took the nap on the couch, I really got a good nap. You were born in Mexico, brought to the United States of America, and that's it. I remember that much. It's been 16 years. Like, oh. And you said you were 22, right? Well, hey, you know what? You're gonna beat this cancer, and you're gonna... That's what I said. You said stage 2. You're beating it. I said so. I told my best friend the same thing. I said, you're gonna beat your stage 4B. It's the worst you can get. And... I love you.
I love you.
What's hurting?
My shoulder.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
Oh. He's pushed shoulder his head in him. He gets shoulder pain. I think it comes with he's got, I think, arthritis up in his shoulder and stuff. He's gonna be having some surgery too on his nose, and I have to have a lump removed out of my back, and I've got other stuff going on with me. So it's like, hey, healthcare, what's going on? I'm just hoping that, everything's all good. Raspberry wafer, not bad. Now, the one thing is, I gotta ask you a question. I'm not gonna lie, I hate movies those days that are not like they used to do funny. You're right. Like, I used to love watching movies. You're right. You've hit something right on the head, dear. Because ever since I've been chronically ill, it's almost like, the weird thing is I know two people who've had cancer that, I mean, even though they went out and did things, I mean, I don't know how she did it, but, I mean, but she would watch all the time movies, like, all the time. Or one other person I knew was binge watching Harry Potter or Twilight or this or that all the time. So I was like, but me and you must be similar on this, because as I think about this, sorry that I'm looking up. Sometimes I do this when I'm trying to really get in thought process, because otherwise ADD kicks. Anyway, so I think that we tend to like resort to something else, which is this. We tend to resort to social media. We tend to resort to groups that are on social media, like Facebook. I'm an admin in three. I'm asking to be into a fourth one. Actually, right now, because it seems to me everyone, I guess, is they've been like, hey, where's the admins in this group? I'm an admin in Gastroparesis support group. If you look on if you can find me, you can find me on Facebook. I think I have my link on my YouTube's. But you can find me on there, and then I have the groups that I'm an admin in are mental health support group, In the Arms of an Angel, and Gastroparesis Support Group. The one I'm asking to be an admin in is Adults with YouTubes. Or YouTubes. That was funny. Adults with YouTubes. Okay. We're on to something there. Anyway, no. We'll come back to that. Adults with feeding tubes. That's the name of the group. Oh, great. You know, we could come up with a channel called Adults with YouTubes. That shouldn't have them. I don't know. Maybe I'm one of them. Oh, be careful on TikTok. Don't watch the. Oh yeah, I don't have. I have TikTok Lite now. I will never have no. I use TikTok Lite just to watch the drama stuff. That's it now. Like the stories. Like I love I'll watch the real shorts sometimes. I do like those. Like the werewolf and the true Luna. Now, about gastroparesis and all its glory. Now, my question to you, since cancer can be a cause of gastroparesis because of therapies and stuff, and stomach cancer can cause it. I don't remember what cancer you said you had. Um, Sorry, I have pain right here. I think it's gas, but I'm not sure. Who's my favorite? Oh, who's my favorite singer? That is the hardest one yet. I am a singer, so I sing a very big genre. I'm a jack of all trades and such. I have too many to count. But if you want me to go to a go-to singer that I've been kind of listening to right now, there's a few. Eluka, she's pretty new. She's pagan. Stevie Nicks, Izzy Hill, Ed Sheeran, Ozzy, Youngblood, Adele, Pink, Judas Priest, the Scorpions, AC/DC, Kiss. No, I'm not big. Oh, I like some Kiss songs. Queen, Journey, Black Label Society, Seven. That list goes on. Liver cancer. Okay, liver. Are you waiting for a new liver? Well, I hope and pray you get a new liver. Love and blessings to you to get a new liver. I may be different faith, but I I send my positivity your way to get a new liver. I hope that somebody that you're able to get either somebody maybe that can just I don't know how that's kind of weird, isn't it, huh? Because don't you only I don't want to sound ignorant, but I did have a stroke, so there are some things I don't remember about the human body when it comes to. I know we have two kidneys, but we only have one liver, so that means that somebody had to be a donor, right? I pray you get someone that's a donor, but I don't. Well, with unalive comes new life. I'm an organ donor myself. I pray it ain't me, but if it is me, hey, I'll give you my liver. My liver's okay, as far as I know. As far as I know. Don't worry. Well, thank you. Bless your heart. Alright, well, let me show you this thing really quick. Alright, so if you've ever had to use one of things, or if you're ever going to have to, I don't want you to ever have to. But this is how much I get per hour of food into my intestines by jejunum. That's how much total food I've had so far since before resetting it. I can flush now, which means it would flush 30 milliliters of water every 3 hours. And right now my battery level is at 68, so then I just plug it back in when I'm in the bedroom. Please do not mind the mess. We just moved in, okay? Oh, and I got this dog from Mickey Cares, and it's got its own minute. Mickey Cares, and Mickey J Tubes. He's got his own. She has her own tube. Her name is Ava, and the pin actually I got from my best friend because of her ovarian cancer, so I wore it. And teal also represents PTSD and complex PTSD. Didn't know that till I found out. So that's another reason why the teal also fits me too on my tattoo. So, and the butterfly upper represents my father. He passed away when I was 22. And the music notes because I'm a singer. I have my daughter's name actually on my shoulder. I'm going to lie, I am sarcastic to have those. I don't understand that much. I have a doctor who comes to my house. Sorry, I was trying to be. A private doctor? I'm. Oh, your friend is a doctor. Okay, tattoos, huh? Oh, thanks. Goldie. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you. I was reading, and I was trying to figure out. I'm sorry. Does my family? Thank you for being in here, Goldie. And where are you from? I'm from Wisconsin, USA. And please hit the like button. Please share this out if you're able to. Share it with your friends. I'm just kind of like sitting here like this. It's like, got the tubes over here. Although I gotta be careful because it's like, yeah. This one does not have a balloon in it, so I have to constantly. My dog's hair. I have to constantly be taping this one in, so otherwise it'll go out. This one has a balloon, and eventually, in about a month or so, I'll be getting a new one because every 3 months I have to get a new one, especially with the G tube. So, it's kind of weird. You asking me? Yeah, I'm asking you. Where are you from? So I put on my live that I'm actually, it says Wisconsin, USA on there, so people know where I'm from. So I always ask just to know where other people are from. So put down, like what country, where you're from. Sorry, my phone is weird with typing. It's annoying. If I'm typing wrong, all right, India. Well, thank you for coming in. Love and light, peace and joy and kindness, and no judgments in this. No judgment. No judgment free. Judgment free zone. Judgment free zone. I have to tell you, this is just way too good. And it's really addicting. It's a good addicting though. It's not bad. You know. You know. What do you think about our country? I don't know. It doesn't matter the country. It just matters the people. To me, I'm autistic and ADHD, so I think there's also a difference between people and human beings. People don't care. Human beings do. That's how I feel. I guess my brain. That's what it does. And I don't hate any countries. I don't have any quarrel. I don't. Now, do I have a problem with if if you believe in hurting someone in order to get justice like that, like some countries may, the way they do things sometimes, I may not like that, but I'm not going to sit there and tell. I'm not. We're all human beings, except for I feel those that have no remorse for hurting. For instance, like if you saw an elderly person on the side of the road, any person really, but elderly, we'll use that. And let's say their trash can tipped over and they were struggling to try to pick it up, and you were a person in a vehicle and no one's right behind you, so you would be able to safely stop. But you see this person, you keep going, to me, you are a person. You are a people. You're a people. Now, if you're a human being and there's no one behind you and you are able to safely stop, you will safely stop and you will help that elderly individual pick up their trash receptacle. That's how I look at life. That's how I look at people and how I look at human beings. It doesn't matter the country, it matters the people in it or human beings. Um, I don't, I'm racially cautious. I will tell, not, I'm ethnically cautious, not racially, because we're all one race, the human race, right? That's how I put it. And I don't put down anyone for what their religion is either. I'm spiritual, so mine isn't, or I don't have an organized faith. That's what religion is. It's organized. Mine is different. I'm spiritual with the earth, the moon, sun, um, ethereal, interconnectedness, energy. I've been that way since I was a child. I was baptized Catholic. Then I was, when I got older, I got baptized Pentecostal because I thought maybe I'm Pentecostal because I wasn't raised going into church. And then I realized I had gifts. I already had gifts, but I didn't realize really what I was. And then I realized I had some things that doesn't make it wrong. I believe that I think there's more than one thing out there. I'm not going to, that's how I put it. I don't think there's just all one thing. I don't think there's just all one out there. How's that? When you ask me, what do I think about countries or your country or anyone's country, it doesn't matter about that. It matters on how you treat the other countries around you. How's that? Because our country, America, is built on immigrants. And yes, Native Americans. We're native, indigenous to this land or this continent. We are in the judging society. That's how we live right now. Yeah, well, I'm not judging. I just don't like I don't love my government, but I love my country. I can actually say I hate my government, love my country. There. Is that okay? Oh, sorry, I have to go. I will subscribe to you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And you're fine. Don't have to be sorry. Obviously, hey. No need to be sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. Hopefully, I get some more peoples. Yeah, doctor's appointment. No. My caregiver will be here. So, in 8 hours and 30 minutes. So, if I go to bed in an hour. So, I got an hour. I don't even want to call that. I don't even want to say his name. Now you know how I feel about him. He's like Voldemort. To the disabled society, Voldemort. To us minority, Voldemort. What do I think about Epstein file? Oh, what do I think about them? I think they're only showing us what they're going to let us. But I also believe there's truth in it, obviously. But I know that there's more to it that they're just not showing us because they want us to... Society likes to make us focus on something else, why we should be focusing on other things. So I'm not going to focus mostly on Epstein. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If I would just sit here and focus on all that like other people are doing and reading, I wouldn't be focused on the other things I can actually see that are happening. As a psychic medium myself, a very big empath, high oak empath. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Seriously, I'm glad that they exonerated Michael Jackson. I knew he was innocent. I've always known this. I was waiting. I was like, about damn time Michael Jackson's innocent. Proving it. People. Like I said, there's a difference between people and human beings. Yes, those are disgusting. They are disgusting, but there's more disgusting things than just those. That's just the tip of the iceberg there. Those files are just the tip. No pun intended. And not to be gross, but yeah. I know I don't know everything. I know that. But I can feel it. Just like everyone can feel it. I'm pretty sure everyone can feel the unsettling going on in this world. And if you say no, I know you're lying. Sorry. The power of discernment is within me on that one. I'm pretty good at that. Um, we all are feeling the negative effects of what's going on in this world. We all are, but we all have to focus that the more positivity that we try to think about, the more, because we're all interconnected, and that is true. Yeah, I know people did. But you know what? It's one of the things I try not to talk about in my lives. It is one thing I try not to. Only reason is because I have PTSD and complex PTSD, and I almost was unalived by people in 2021, so I would like to not. I woke from life support on my own birthday in 2021. And I'm also Cancer, if you want to know my zodiac. There you go. I was born in the year of the dragon. Alright, so technically though I have I think the Gen X mindset. Cause that light was on, your ass was grass if you weren't home. So, but no, like, I don't try to focus on those things because sometimes when you have a very strong opinion about something, it gets you in trouble. And I would like to keep myself out of trouble. I would like to keep myself as an advocate. Um, I would like to not have people judge me for what I've said in this. I think we're all entitled to like, vote, whatever, you know. If you have the right to vote, you have the right to vote. Okay, I'm not. That's one thing I want to say right now, and then we're gonna end that conversation. I'll go to another one that's more better, so then we don't, But as long as hey, you live in America, you have a right to do a vote. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes things don't happen the way we would like it, and sometimes things are just not the way they should. And as somebody, I think one thing about the presidency thing is, they say that the age of 35 is when you can become a president. My personal, I don't know if it's a popular opinion, but my personal opinion, we need like a 35-year-old or somebody that's 37, that is young, that has a different kind of mindset, that is not born like rich. Sometimes, though, people that do have a lot of money can be very nice, so that doesn't always mean everything. But I'm just saying it would be nice to have somebody who built themselves from the ground up and was just an average person, average human being, awesome human being, and decided to come and fight for the country to become the president. That'd be great. I would definitely vote for someone like that. Watch to be the first Hispanic. Yeah. George Lopez. Gabriel Iglesias, I'd vote for him. Kidding. Kidding. Well, I don't know. When it comes to healthcare, though, that's my biggest thing. A lot of people who right now are like me that have feeding tubes or have trachs or have to depend on electricity in order to live, stuff like that, and having to rely on programs. Like I'm starting palliative care on Thursday. Uh, and the other thing is my caregiver's gonna be here, today. And all these different things cost money. You have insurance. Now, obviously, Canada has free healthcare, but that doesn't say it comes with a cost. Things are higher in price there and stuff. So, when things are just different. you know. And so that's one of those things where it's like, well, okay, it's getting there. I'm getting tired. I think I'm getting like average 5 likes so far every live. I've been averaging. Noticing this. Um, but yeah, it's. No, I totally lost my train of thought. But maybe it's time to take a dab. Do you think I should take a dab? Does anybody want to like? Anybody want me to do the stuff that I should be doing? Because it helped me go to CPD. Talking like I'm, a child over here. Being funny. I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing this. It's my medicine. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? I always gotta make sure because with my husband, he wears his skivvies. Okay, just like a normal person when you're in your home, right? I mean, But I'm doing a live, so I gotta be careful just in case. But he just came out, so not too long ago, so he should not come out. Stuff. Oh, it's THCA. This is actually Modus stabs. It's exotic THCA diamonds, red velvet, indica. And this is how much I have left. it was only 3 grams. So, or 2 grams? 2 or 3. I don't remember. So, let's get the tray. We got the tray. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. With gastroparesis, I also have that. And plus, since there's bubbles in that. I'm good. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do a little. This extra here is the reclaim chamber. So, what it does is when I'm. All of whatever I don't get goes into here. So then I can re-smoke. And the things you see on here, like an extra banger. This right here goes on top. So when that bead inside will swirl around with the airflow. This is another container where I can store my reclaim. This is the top. Oops. This is the top for that. So I'll put that over here. This is a nice carb top. That looks like a little Christmas hat. And this is actually a clover piece. So this part here did not come with it. So you would take this part and put it in here. But it broke, and my husband used Gorilla Glue to fix it. And it worked. Just don't put it on the part you're going to get hot. So if you're going to put it in the spot where it's cracked or whatever. Because at least, no, it's great. I've had it for a while, so I'm about due for a new one sometime. But it's not the most important thing in the world right now because I can use other forms, which would be like pre-rolls. What is it? It's to help me. It is basically, it's a cannabinoid. There you go. Ouch. Hold on a second. My pants are really right up against something that's hurting, and I really don't like how that hurts. Wow. Pretty sensitive right now, but it's okay. Ooh, okay, but this is THCA diamonds, indica, and when you burn this, what happens, and this is actually true, and when you burn it, it comes basically like straight THC. Wisconsin is not legalized yet for medicinal or recreational, so this is the stuff that's legal here. We will hopefully be eventually, but when you burn this, it becomes straight THC. So it's kind of like the same thing. But it has less than 0.3% Delta 9 THC. it does the same thing for me though than doing the actual, because yes, of course, I have. It doesn't make me hungry? No. Why? Because I haven't felt hungry since 2022. I haven't felt hunger because of this disease. If it wasn't for this stupid thing, my stomach not working and foods that's like when I'm in a flare, like a lot of foods like meat and stuff like that, they I don't how to describe it. It smells like rotten food. It smells like literally rotten ickiness. Um, something like it's rotting. Yeah. Like one day my husband went to Marco's to get a pizza, and that was in 2022 when it started like we started figuring out something was going on, because I was not smoking any cannabinoid, by the way, because people can get hyperemesis cannabinoid syndrome, something like that. Now that's not what I've got. I didn't start using any of this until after the problem started, and I thought it was going to stop my nausea. It kind of helped, but it didn't stop it. When you have gastroparesis, it's way different. But I will tell you this, cancer patients, as long as you're not allergic, talk to your doctors. Always talk to your doctors. If you're in a state where medicinal is legal for it does help greatly with appetite for those who have cancer and are on different therapies. It is a herbal remedy, obviously, and so that's why you've got to be careful with things like that, because my mom is actually allergic. I'm not. But that's what I'm trying to say. You got to be careful whenever you do something. So never do any of the fake stuff either. If anyone has ever talked about that, never do. I'm not going to name them, but there's different kinds that it's like basically it's like potpourri. No. They've got different names like Black Mamba and all these different things, and yucky, icky, no nos. This is actually made from weed. This is made from actual cannabis. It's medically legal in Wisconsin because of what they've done to it. Sorry, I have an itch. If you can't tell, I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I have an itch. Okay. Out. Okay, so rare disease girl here. Plus, I have other things. So, okay. Now let's get the show on there. Where's my torch? Oh, and this is stuff I actually put on as well. It is full spectrum arthritis joint topical, Canna infusions, 500 milligrams CBD. It contains THC, and oh, it smells so good. It actually does smell good. You can smell the coconut oil. Now let me tell you what's in this. All right. Now you're gonna be like, oh, well, isn't that nice that you can actually say all the ingredients? So this is what's actually in it, and it's on the lid. Organic ingredients: coconut oil, arnica, willow bark, infused in olive oil, wormwood and grapeseed oil, beeswax, CBD extract. Essential oils include cinnamon, eucalyptus, frankincense, ginger root, clove, bud, turmeric, lavender, peppermint, and rosemary, vitamin E. And it's an ointment you put on your, yeah. And usually I put it on my knee, or I put it on, you know what, maybe I should put it on my hip. Because I've been having that pain over there, you know, and it just made me kind of like go, you know what, maybe I should try. Put it over there. So I'm going to try it right now. Put it there. So hold on a minute while I do this really quick. Because my hip bone, I'll show you what I'm talking about, my hip. How it hurts. Alright, hold on. So, as you can see, this is my hip bone right here. There's my hip bone. So I'm just going to like put it right here. And then rub it right here. Because this is where I'm hurting right now a lot. And I don't understand why. I mean, I have osteoporosis severe. Especially in my hips. And this is, I have a lot of skin because I used to be, my heaviest, 246 pounds. I'm 88 pounds now, mind you. Okay. Alright. Oh. Yeah. It hurt just a wee bit. Alright, now it's time. I'm fine, I swear. Even though I have a DNR, I swear I'm fine. That was Zofran. If you know what Zofran is, raise your hand. That helps too. The dissolvable, only for me though. Ouch. Oh, no, my abdomen is... My cane. I'm also on Timlos. It's Alberaparitide for... It's a shot I have to give myself for the osteoporosis. I don't know why the hell my tummy is hurting. So what do you do in your free time? Hey! Not this, technically, actually. In my free time, I sing at home while I'm sitting here. I lay on the couch. Try to do a couple things. Make phone calls for appointments. I try to do what I can do to work on myself because there's not a lot I can do. I have caregivers. I'm independent to a point. I'm starting palliative care this Thursday for pain relief and a lot of other things because it can turn into hospice, but I'm not on hospice. It won't be hospice. It's gonna be helpful though. Because I am an ambulatory wheelchair user, plus I have my cane. And my custom wheelchair will be here probably 4 to 6 months or so. It could take longer. Because I'm dealing with the National Seating and Mobility, and that's who's the one I'm getting my custom wheelchair through. I'll be starting pelvic floor therapy eventually. There's other things I do like. Pretty soon I'll be able to go back to going to bingo every Wednesday and seeing my best friend. And then, I like to go to the YMCA if I'm able to in my wheelchair, even though I have feeding tube. I have a feeding tube backpack, so I can put it on my wheelchair, or when I was able to walk better, I was putting it on my back and just walking with it. I would get into the sauna, I'm on it for 20 hours a day, but I can be off of it for 4. So, like, if I went to the Y, for 4 hours or something like that, I can be off of it. Unhooked, I can go into the sauna. You're not supposed to go into a hot tub with the gastric stimulator, just so everyone knows. I'm one of 15,000 people in the world, 15,000 plus people. So it's that rare to have the gastric stimulator, and it's only made for gastroparesis. So you're not supposed to sit in the hot tub, but I do. I make sure that I just don't get too overheated, and I make sure the jets aren't like right on my stomach. And I do walk through the lazy river without the cane, of course. And I listen to music a lot. I sing. I write poetry. I do art. I do a lot. Of course, I said I was from the States. Have you been listening to the live at all? Goldie, get back with it. I'm from the United States, yes. I'm a Wisconsinite. Wisconsin, cheesehead, go Packers. Alright, let's start it. Unless you're high or elevated, sorry. You're elevated or something. And you just didn't remember. Alright, hold up. Yeah, some say Mexico. I live in Wisconsin. United States of America. I am a Midwesterner. Upper. I'm like by Michigan. Superior. But I'm South Central Wisconsin. It's a little hot. Alright, cheers. Okay, son. Whew. How does it taste? Great. See, this actually helps me so I don't cough when I'm doing it too at the same time. When you take a drink and try to hold it in and then take a drink, it seems... I hate being a medium. Anyway, I lost my train of thought because I saw a child. Alright, anyway. No, I don't have schizophrenia. I just want people to know this. No, I don't have any mental illness like that. No, when you're elevating, using dabs or whatever, to help you from coughing, besides putting your arms up, I'm saying this all to my chronic illness baddies, if you're smoking weed, marijuana, medical cannabis, anything like that, that's medical, put your arms up. Take a drink of water at the same time before you exhale sometimes, if you can. Some people can't do that. Some people, you just have to have your arms up or take a drink of water, or don't take a big puff. But some people that have a trach, I'm going to tell you this, some people that have a trach, they can't inhale all of it. So what they do is they take it, hold it in their mouth, and then they can inhale just a little bit, and then let it out. Now the thing is sometimes you can still get the effects without just fully inhaling it. I want people to understand that. You don't have to always like that. And I can't do gummies. I can't eat anything edible, like in edibles. Can't do that because my stomach is so slow that it wouldn't absorb it. It would not digest it the right way. So that is why I have to smoke it. I would rather eat it. I mean, I ain't lying. I'm not very good at English, sorry if I'm talk about something wrong. Oh, no, you're fine. Just trust me. If English isn't your first language, it's alright. Hold on. Make sure you don't see my husband. Alright. I guess if I keep my head like right here, you can't see him. Because when he goes to the restroom, then you can't. If I'm sitting right here. He gets up a lot in the middle of the night. And I think most of it's because I'm not in bed. Sometimes it's, I think, just him. I think it can just be because, I mean, there's a lot going on in our life anyway. Sitting here looking at my hand going, well, what the... Sorry, I actually had something on my hand and I'm trying to get it off. I don't know. Do you ever get, you see something on your hand and you're like, what the heck is that? Get off of me. I got it. Whatever it was. It was like a ingrown hair. Like, I literally did. I had it, like, right there. You see the little dot? It was like, it bugged me. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, did I see any... Okay. Alright. So now, I'm gonna take another one here. And like I said, I'm not done. I'm gonna try to keep live for just a little while. And then my meds will fully kick in and I can try to lay down for a while. I'm trying to find a way to where my I find the schedule that's good for me. I really don't know what is, but I'm thinking I'm starting to find it. I know that I'm a night owl. I'm starting to see this. And I think that's okay. So being the night owl, I have to figure out, because I know that they have apps out there that say, well, your bedtime's 3 or 4 in the morning. And you wake up at this such and such time. And if I can get my body on that kind of a schedule, but chronic illness decides your schedule. That's really what happens. You can ask my husband someday when he's in alive with me, but he will agree. I had like a set schedule where I was like going to bed at a certain time and I was getting up at a certain time. I was writing down everything I was doing for the day and ticking it off. I was trying to do that and it was working really good. And then all of a sudden it fell apart. And I'm trying to get back to that because I like that structure for me. And it's a very, very tough thing when, medical and everything
I'm
just
coming in
kind
to have a cigarette.
Huh?
I said I'm coming in to have a
Oh,
cigarette.
okay. I got it. Alright, you're good. But yeah, I mean, it is a tough thing. Like, I used to have a schedule. Do you watch anime? No, I do not watch anime. But I play Call of Duty Mobile, so I've seen a lot of anime stuff. I have the only anime movie I actually like, to be honest, that I've seen is Wolf's Rain. I guess it was a show. Actually, maybe not a movie, but to me, I think it was more like a movie. I light it for you, honey. Well, I find my niche audience at this such and such hour, this hour, and a certain hour, and that's why I'm grateful for you guys being here. Because, like, I'm thankful for the subscription. I mean, obviously, I don't have anyone who's joined where it comes to, like, a month payment thing, but I'm okay with subscribers. The more subscribers you get, the better people you're reaching out to. And then over time, I guess maybe, yes, brings in some money that'll help with like health stuff or maybe even giving it out to somebody else who's got what I've got. Because as an advocate, that's what I do. My husband's gonna turn off the TV. I'm guessing. For now. I mean, I can always watch YouTube on my phone. Since I'm using YouTube anyway. I was gonna see actually if I was gonna be able to use this and be on watch YouTube at the same time. I didn't know because we still have premium, so I didn't know. I was gonna be like,
You can't watch. It's like the music.
Yeah, but I've got the premium, so I don't know because you can download what you watch right now.
I know, but see, I was watching or listening to music, and I told like
That's Apple.
Yeah.
That's different. YouTube's like I can have it on in the background and have some. Hold on, I'm sorry I can't because I'm not 18, so my parents won't allow me to. Oh. You're not supposed to be in here. You're 18. Under 18. Get out, please. You need. This is made for 18 and over. But it's okay. So, I can't do much about it except for not much I can do about it except for put you in timeout. Oh, it makes me sad. I hate it when that happens. I'm like, oh, they're under 18. Like, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? Why do I make these things? YouTube, you need to fix that. When it says 18 and over, allow only the 18-year-olds in. Please? Because I don't want to be a bad influence, because it's not a bad influence, but I don't want to influence someone else's child because it's not my right. Okay? Right? Right. When you're 18, you have a right to go fight for your country, so.
You can do whatever they... Yeah.
That's all we'll say on that one.
Yeah.
I Alright, give me hugs and kisses.
I got pee again.
Okay. Love you. Love and night. I'm very sorry that I had to do that, but when you're under 18, it's one of those things that I have to do, and it's Facebook's rules. I have to follow Facebook's community guidelines, and YouTube's as well, because YouTube is the same thing. This is YouTube, but Facebook, I have to follow the same guidelines. So it's like I don't do this on Facebook. I do this on YouTube, and I mean I advocate, but I don't use my medicinal unless I know that there are 18-year-olds in here. And I ask that it's for 18 years and older.
You should have seen if he was a Tubi first.
That's not the point. I can be nannered for him being in my live if he was under the age of 18, because my live is made for 18 and over. And I don't want to if you were a Tubi and all that and stuff, I'm very sorry, but I knew you weren't. The other person that I had in here, I knew had cancer, and awesome person. Hello, welcome in. I had an individual in here that was not 18 and did not know, so we figured that out. And I feel bad because I had to put him in timeout. But I am Kristina Lundell, your fellow gastroparesis advocate. Excuse him, what? So, I mean, you just gotta be careful on who you let in on your lives. I really didn't understand that. I mean, having autism and ADHD, I do have. I just don't want. If somebody comes in my life, they need to be. Yeah, this is made for 18 and older. This is made for 18 and older. So, as long as. I mean, someone told me they were 22, and they were telling me the truth. Now, hi, welcome in. Are you 18? I hope you're 18. Where are you from? I'm from Wisconsin. I'm Kristina Lundell. This is made for 18 and over just because of the content, as well as what I do in it. Because adults only. Where are you from? Welcome in. Right now I'm just letting my feeding tube flush right now. It's flushing for it. It's a kangaroo omni pump. And so right now the water with Miralax is flushing into my J-tube. My J-tube. And this is my G-tube. And trigger warning if you don't like to see things, so I'll make sure that you don't see the contents of the bag. So this is my G-tube bag, and that's for stomach venting and stomach emptying. Because I have severe gastroparesis, which means partial to complete stomach paralysis. I'm 88 pounds. I lost quite a bit of weight because of this disease, not my choice. I'm a fellow Tubi. My actual shirt says, proud to be Gastroparesis Warrior. That's what my shirt says. So, I like to advocate, and I do share the fact that I use cannabinoids because they help me, not because I don't feel hunger, okay? But what it does help, I'm going to put it over here, off to the side. What it does help is it helps me to calm. Helps my body to calm. It helps me go to bed. That's the ice machine. If you hear that. And I've already taken my night meds. The only thing left is to do a smoke session I've been live now for an hour and 30 minutes and 1 second. Ooh. So where are you from? Please don't be shy. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm trying to get better at my lives and learning how to do it right. Oh, thank you for the like. I'm trying to get better at this. I don't do TikTok. I am not a TikToker. I did try because I am a singer-songwriter, but my health has taken front seat. I also have a DNR. I'm 37, gonna be 38. Live in Wisconsin, USA with my husband and stuff. My surf support dog, he's in the bed. So I am here to see my niche audience. Ouch. Because I know a lot of people that have chronic illness tend to stay up late. A lot of us tend to be night owls, it seems. I found out. A lot of us with gastric emptying problems, like gastroparesis, which is partial to complete paralysis of the stomach. I also have severe osteoporosis. That is why the DNR, because if they did chest compressions, they would accidentally unalive me. I have a gastric stimulator by Antera. I'm one of 15,000 people in the world to have that. I will stand up so that you can see, if you don't mind. Please don't leave. So that people see. My cane always falls. I have a nickname for it, John McCain. You want to know why? Every time I go, oh, McCain, and then it sounds like McCain. John McCain. All right. And my husband's name is John, so I'm like, John, my cane. Okay. Ow. Okay. All right, so this is my G tube, and underneath is actually the gastric stimulator is underneath it. She had to, when she put the G tube in, carefully put that in there. Now my J tube is right here. This is how I get my nutrients, my food. I can eat certain things, but I have not been able to really eat. So I've been having liquids only. Okay, I'm gonna let some stuff out of my stomach because apparently my stomach is saying, okay, you just need to let it out. Whoo, my stomach was full. Sometimes I have to, I can have things and then I have to let it out a bit because I've had too much or something. So then I just gotta, let it do its thing. Because, oh my goodness, all the air. How much air. So, okay, so what I gotta do is stand up and ouch. I have to clamp this first and then unhook that. Let it drain into the bag. That bag looks like it's gonna pop. That is so strange. It's not gonna pop, it's just looks like it. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about because this is really weird. Okay, so because I'm venting, you see how the bag is all puffed up? I mean, that's a lot of gas that's coming out of my tummy. And that's what it does. You get bloated and it hurts. Uncontrollable hurt. I never knew pain until I got this disease. I thought I did. I thought I have a daughter, okay? I thought childbirth was the worst pain I'd ever had. Mm-mm. 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 Everything. Nope. When I had my daughter, no. When I had the surgery to get my gastric stimulator and my J tube last year, January, that was the most painful healing that I've ever went through. The recovery was, for me, was atrocious. It was hard. It was extremely painful. I had to go by ambulance and they had to give me ketamine. I don't really remember going down the stairs because we didn't live here. But my body was in so much pain. I was laying on this couch, and my body was just I was moaning, and it hurt so bad. I apparently had a kidney-sized amount of fecal matter stuck inside of me because of the pain meds they gave me. Gastroparesis also causes constipation. Sorry, DMI, but they kind of forgot that, they kind of had to put me on something better to help me use the restroom, because I was not supposed to be like pushing or anything, right? It was the hardest thing in that ever, and then it was the most painful thing, and I don't wish it on anyone. Like, even my caregiver at the time, like, when that ambulance came, like, she was helping my husband so much. It was just like, oh my goodness, it was just a lot. All right, 'tis time. So, oh, I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Ooh, that burns. Ooh, sanitizer. Alright. And that's another thing you have to be careful with, is infections. Why does it hurt? Why do I hurt in this place? I just don't understand. It's like hurting in an area I really should not be hurting. I'm just saying. It's hurting where it ought not to be. One more. No more sneezing. Okay. And please don't forget to share this out. Hit that lovely little bell, so then you also know when I'm live again. Alright, so this is THC A. That's how much I have left. So, I'm being very, very nice and making sure that I conserve it. Hey, I never said I was, the most sanest person in the bunch. Alright, so, oh, I forgot that I had this. So we're going to be kind of doing a double doser. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I want to show you. Cat down. Okay. We're just heating it up first. Alright. Okay, just checking the temperature. Alright, because you don't want to burn it. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Okay. Whew. Cheers. Ooh, I felt that one in my back. Hold on. Oh, you left me, huh? Anyway. Well, with that... Oh, you're back! Yeah. I was like, there was 0 and now there's 1. I was like, yay! So, hello. I think you're the same person that was on here. I wish you would tell me who they are. Let me see. Top fans, Lainey. Ooh. 50 XP, 75 XP. What? Here but gone. Hi there. Oh, well, hello. Question. Are you a fellow chronic illness baddie? Or are you a baddie in other ways? You're a night owl as well. Oh, well, hey. Welcome to the Night Owl Club. I'm a gastroparesis advocate, warrior, tubie. I have a G tube and a J tube. Ambulatory wheelchair user. I like to do my medicinal. Hey, you're 34. I'm 37. I'm gonna be 38 this year. Welcome in, my fellow 30-something-year-old. Thank you for telling me your age. Same. Cheers. Cheers. Yes. 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 I know, because that's what I say every time I'm done. Like, cheers. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to like. And if you, one thing I will say though, and yes, I say it because no, I don't have anyone who's joined per se. But I think you can join. Thank you for subscribing and liking. I didn't know you liked because I see the 6, so I didn't know if you did or not. So unless I just my mind's. But the join is, I don't know how much it costs to join for subscription kind of only content where it's like where you can do certain things. Oh, it says 7 on yours? Well, then my screen sucks. Let me see. No, hold on a second. Top fans. Yeah. Yours, yeah. It says. I guess it's just my screen. It's my screen. I'm using a Galaxy Z Fold 7 if you're wondering what kind of phone I'm using. So that's maybe why. It could just be the internet. It could be, and I've been live for 1 hour and 43 minutes and 30 something seconds. So I was gonna get off of this live. I'm like, heck with it. You're in here now. I'm stealing you. Sorry, I took a dab and you know how it makes your nose after you're coughing for like 20 minutes, feels like. Coffee with Miralax. Good stuff. Alright. Well, since we have a fellow baddie in here that likes to have fun. Although this is medicinal. Let me give my lungs a break, though. Just a little. It says, okay, notice the other lives that I was like before. Well, I'm getting ready to go to sleep, but will you be on tomorrow night? Yes. Sorry. I didn't see your other ones. But thank you for coming in. This sucks you have to leave. It's okay, though. I mean, you'll be back eventually. And I'm very thankful that you came in, and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Oh, you could stay for a few minutes. Okay. Well, I don't want you to, like, you know. I know. I understand. I'm supposed to go to sleep, too. It's almost like It's almost the witching hour. I know what it feels like to not want it. Yeah. It's basically what it's at. That's where it's at. My husband's in bed, but it's the fact that when you have a chronic illness, you feel alone more than you think. Yes, us spooky girls know. Ooh. Don't even get me started on crystals. Alright. What's up, selenite? Gotta keep myself, grounded. Put the selenite right in the third eye. Help with cleansing of the clarity and get that in there. Oh. I know what I'm doing when I go like this. My unicorn. Actually, it looks more like a unicorn if I go like this one. Because look how it's kind of shaped. So it'd be more like... Please don't screenshot that. And if you do use it as a meme and I want to see it on any platform, I will be honored if someone uses me as a meme. I don't even care if it's not nice. Actually, I would care. But I have one of those. Yeah, I have a... Here. I'm going to do it. I'll just do this. Watch this. You see that piece right here? That's a big piece of selenite. Then you got more stones. And more stones. And the sage. We just moved. So and more stones. And we have to put away the Christmas tree yet. You can tell we're from Wisconsin. Anyway. We have a lot. If you there's a lot more. Thank you. Yeah, saging is always good. Using Palo Santo. Yeah, trust me. Alright. I gotta get my lungs ready for this. I have asthma. So. Isn't it cute? I'm using THCA diamonds. They are red velvet. Ooh. Alright. Nothing actually fell out. Well, ain't that just nice? Oh, I see why. Ooh. Alright, so we're gonna... Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna have fun. Hope you like me. Yeah, see, I like the old school. I'm old school. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's part of gastroparesis. Yep. Oh, I just realized it's really gonna suck. But it's okay. Okay. I just took one not too long ago, so I was seeing if it was one. Oh, there, finally. I got my headphones on. Banana, banana, banana. Plus, I have autism and ADHD, so I'm a little. Alright, that bitch is hot. Get off there. Alright. Cheers! Alright. That's my last stab of the night. That's my last one. I drooled all over myself. You know, I wonder if I just do this. There's so much air in this. If I just go like this. Whatever. There we go. There we go. That's no, there's not so much air in it. It's my stomach contents. See, now it'll go in there. And then I gotta go like this and stand up. Almost lost my selenite one. Hold on a minute. And then sometimes I wonder if this is gonna help, so that's why I'm doing that. So my back right now is killing me. Okay. And my sides. Hurts. Good night. Thanks. I didn't see your messages before. I'm sorry about that. Hey, you have a good night, hon. And I hope that you come back. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna turn the heating pad back on. You know, I wish there was a way to, like, have my phone charging at the same time and have it sitting down while I'm doing it. The only thing I can think of is... No, that ain't gonna work. That's okay. Well, anyway, so this is... Yeah. At least I don't have to refill it. I can just go to bed. Guess that's the good part about it. I'm glad that I had everybody that came in. I'm thankful. Thank you for coming in. And the nice comments and I'm sorry about the one person that was under 18 because I didn't know they were. And then they told me they were, so I had to put them in timeout. So I'm sorry about that, but I had to do it because YouTube's terms and conditions. But anyway, what I want to say is thank you for everyone that came in. And it's time for me to rest now as I lay here on the couch until I get into the bed. I'm going to watch a couple of videos here on YouTube and go to sleep. So love and light. Blessed be to you all. Thank you for coming in.